Sussex is losing $100 million, Netflix not pushing to make another series after the success of Harry's book. According to Secondhand Coke on Reddit, despite the rumours in Cosmo and The Sun, among other places, that Netflix is not pushing to make another series to address the issues posed by Harry's book. This is purported to just be Meghan recoiling at the negative feedback from Spare. She was allegedly very vocal about thinking that book was going to somehow make everyone love them and turn on the royal family. She's said to really believe they wronged her somehow. This is Meghan trying to mainstream media mandate that they do another series because she thinks we all just don't understand. She's also allegedly trying to get interviews to connect the dots and to put the book in historical context, whatever that means. Neil Sean just reported they allegedly are not renewing their lease on Frogmore Cottage when it expires this March. Without the lease, Harry can no longer claim to be domiciled in England. That DQs him as a councillor of state. With the recent expansion of that list, Prince Harry and Prince Andrew would not likely be called on anyway, but it's still a lot for Harry to give up, both emotional and strategically. It's his UK home on the Windsor estate. The rent is around $20,000 a month. Harry's sweating. A $240,000 annual expense is big news. It's a soft confirmation of what we've heard about Netflix and Spotify only paying out a very limited amount on the measly content produced thus far. Both deals were for several different projects, not one. The same as Harry's book deal. Money is getting tighter in Montecito. Meghan needs to put those credit cards down. According to The Sun, executives had raised eyebrows about the volume of personal and family bombshells in Spare compared to their relatively tame recent docuseries Harry and Meghan. It's led bosses to up their interest in a fly-on-the-wall style show filmed at the couple's $14 million mansion in Montecito, the source said. The Los Angeles-based consultant who works with Netflix said, Harry's memoir has certainly been a talking point, and while many may think that executives would be annoyed at the volume of revelations in Spare versus the show, in truth they were different scenarios. They scored great viewing figures and want a second bite of the pie. The gloves are off now for Harry, and the Netflix series feels like they're in the prime position for a second project. Moving forward, the aftermath of what happens to Harry and Meghan will be fascinating to viewers. We know that the couple films material all the time, so there remains a treasure trove left which could make for dynamite viewing. However, for such a deal to move forward, the couple would have to open up the doors of their Montecito home. There's no doubt that audiences have been excited by watching Harry speak about his life. The interest remains huge. Some of the interviews filmed for Meghan and Harry's 6-part Netflix show appeared to take place in a home setting, but it was later claimed that the production had used another $33.5 million estate for filming. The US Sun's source added that Harry making the rounds for TV interviews to plug Spare had not gone unnoticed at Netflix. They said some in the marketing team at Netflix were disappointed that Meghan and Harry didn't go out on a media tour for the show. Harry's willingness to go on TV for Spare has raised eyebrows, but the hope is that they'll promote future projects.